Hi, welcome into Love Goddess Tarot. Today's pick a card love reading is going to be a general reading about what's coming next in love. I thought I would just see what messages the universe has for you today. And we are starting with the Animal Spirit Oracle. You have 4 to choose from. As always, just take a moment, take a deep breath, clear your energy, focus, and see what's calling to you. Group 1, you have the Tiger. Group 2 is the Dragon. Group 3 is the Dragonfly. And Group 4 is the Unicorn. So the timestamps are below when you're ready to get started. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll see you in a minute. Hi, number 1. Let's get started on your reading today. You were drawn in by the Tiger. And the Tiger is a divine feminine energy. The Tiger is about really feeling comfortable in who you are. It's about the hunt. It's about that fearlessness. And it's connected to, as I said, the divine feminine. The other card that you have, which you didn't know, is the Fish. And what's interesting is both of these are very lunar energies. The Fish is about restlessness, about change, needing to focus, maybe being lost in the current. Both of these are really strong focus energies. I love that both of them have the moon and the moon in the same phase as well. So I feel like there's something about a message for you today connected to travel, maybe to adapting, to maybe settling down or becoming more serious about relationships. This feels like, there's been a lot of possibilities, or maybe you've been lost in terms of your goals and what you really want in relationship, or you haven't spent a lot of time in a committed relationship. But this is really a message for you about getting focused, not being distracted, and like setting your eye on, I keep hearing Eye of the Tiger, and I'm hearing like Katy Perry's, Roar coming through. And it's like, maybe just the universe is saying now is the time. You are getting into alignment. You're becoming open and ready and focused on relationship, and I feel like you're finding your way. Maybe you've been swimming upstream for a while, or felt, like I said, just lost or confused. This is about focus and not being confused. This is about maybe spending some time alone before you really get out there and focus, rather than just allowing things to happen. It's almost like I feel the universe is saying it's time for you to set your sights on what it is you want, get focused, because a true relationship that is in alignment is coming. Okay, so we're going to start today with the Sacred Oracle. Transformation, beautiful. And you have that image of the butterfly. I love that. I love that the colors here are very similar to the Tiger energy that you were drawn into. The Tiger is a member of the fire element in this deck. The Fish is the water. And we have the transformation. So there's something about you making this big shift, which is exactly what it feels like for me. It feels like a message of a big shift. You're about to kind of take off when it comes to relationship. The confusion's ending. When you're in the cocoon before you transform into the butterfly, it can be dark, it can be confusing. Maybe there's been this alone time, and I feel like that is transforming. Okay, what other message do you have from the Oracle today? Fire. Ooh, look at that. There's the triangle of fire right in the Tiger, exactly which card you chose, where your energy was, and fire. So, and look at even the Fish's moon is red. So yeah, I feel like it also could be a little bit of a connection to the end of Neptune and Saturn in Pisces for the astrology people out there, people that follow astrology. This feels like we're moving into this Aries energy and this fire, this focus, the eye of the tiger. It's like your transformation is coming. It could be even timed with that shift, which is February 20th, I want to say. So it's not far off. Wow, it just feels like, what a beautiful message. Like you're breaking through. There's a breakthrough moment. Okay, fire sign energy is Leo, Sag, Aries. For those of you that are interested in signs that might be connected to love and relationship for you going forward, that could also be your sign. Okay, so now I'm going to pull you some tarot cards. Let's see if we can get any other refinement on this message of transformation. Five of Swords reversed. Oh, I think that's too many, but I saw that Three of Wands. I wonder if you did too. That's fire energy. That's a delay in plan. That could be that sort of floundering energy of the fish. But that was too many, so we're going to try and get just one now. Nine of Wands. Aries energy, more fire. 5 and 9s, change, transformation, connected to the message of the butterfly there and the transformation from the oracle. Seven of Wands, look at that. 5, 7, 9. All these transforming numbers, right? These are odd numbers. These aren't even numbers. They're not fixed. This is what's happening. A big change in perspective. The Hangman upright. This is representing the snake, the transformation, the pause, going from the cocoon to the butterfly here. Yeah, with the Four of Swords at the underneath. So it was like it's almost like you've been held back a little bit, or you felt like you're ready for a new challenge. You're ready for a new battle. You are ready to focus on relationship. I feel like you're going to be much less defensive coming into this. And I feel like almost all the hard work is paying off is the message of the Nine of Wands. Taking care of yourself and resting is the message of the Four of Swords. So if you have been struggling with a relationship back and forth, the Five of Swords, sometimes you need to know when to walk away. This could be that confusion coming to an end, the confusion of whatever relationship issues you've been having in the past. The Nine of Wands is you like, I'm ready. I'm ready. I am battle weary, but I am ready, which is that tiger energy. Seven of Wands, I'm not going to be as defensive. I've had a change in perspective. I'm ready to go. Now, isn't it interesting that you have the fish and the Hangman, both Pisces, connected to Pisces energy? So there could be a Pisces in this story. We have Pisces again and Aries, which is what I talked about, the timing wise, with that Saturn and Neptune, the big major conjunction at 0 Aries in February. I feel like this is a breakthrough moment for you. I feel like this is a breakthrough moment for you when it comes to relationship. Okay, let's pull a couple more. Ten of Cups. Happiness, fulfillment, family. If that is your focus, the universe is saying that's the change that's coming. Tens are all about change. Tens are reaching those goals that you have when it comes to an emotional connection. Two of Pentacles. It's It's about making a choice about what is important to you. There's a sense that the floundering, the fish energy, back and forth, Five of Swords, the balance, juggling something, juggling work and relationship, not sticking to one thing or not having one relationship stick. I feel like those sort of issues and things are coming to a head. And that's what this reading is saying. It's like you're going to have a change in perspective about all of this. You're ready to focus. You're ready to focus on a relationship. Ah, Magician as your final card. Magician, yeah, you are ready. Bottom of the deck, the Tower reverse. So it's like this feeling of being frustrated or floundering. You're having that breakthrough moment. You're taking those dreams, wishes, your skills, your talents, your abilities, and you're making it happen. That's the eye of the tiger. The Magician is magic, but the Magician has to take practical action, right, to make their dreams come true. And that's what your message is. I feel like a big breakthrough is coming for you when it comes to relationships, and that beautiful energy of the tiger is saying that your time spent alone or your time spent sort of connecting with your own divine feminine energy is now going to be shown to the world. It's like maybe you've been working on yourself behind the scenes. Maybe you haven't been dating. Maybe you haven't found that long-term committed relationship that you've wanted, or you've just been working alone for a while. You know, the tiger hunts at night. They don't fear anything. And so this, you know, you being drawn to the message of the tiger is really about just giving you a reminder to take in that darkness and to not think that those periods of dark and quiet, like the butterfly, are wasted or that nothing's happening. Even when things aren't moving forward, they really are moving forward, you know? So I think this is about you getting in balance, you sort of taking stillness and taking time to yourself. Where is it? Here it is, the Four of Swords. Before you have this big kind of breakthrough, you know, connection. So this is a powerful message for you today about really connecting with your own power before you connect with someone else. I feel like that's what your message is today, because the Magician is ultimately you. It's you manifesting your life, you showing the world all that beauty you have inside. The Magician is connected to Virgo and Gemini energy. So we have sort of the swords here, which can be connected to that. You have fire, you have pentacle, you have cup. So you have wands, you have swords, you have cups, and you have pentacles. So this is about you coming into alignment, okay, and having a big change in perspective, coming out and showing the world who you are. This is a big moment. So if things have been quiet, if you've been confused, just know that you're having sort of those quiet moments before the breakthrough moment. That is your reading for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to check out my February reading by sign. That's for members only, so join the Aphrodite Circle to watch that. If you want a private reading, use the link below. If you have a love question, if this resonated, or if you just have something you want answered, I'm opening them up briefly this month, so you go ahead and get yours. It's a 10-minute recorded video like this that answers your question, and you watch it on a private link. So that's what I have for you today. I am sending you so much love, and I'll see you back here soon. Hi, number 2. You were drawn to the message of the dragon today. So let's see what's going on for you. Your other card is the bee. So this is your relationship energy overall. The dragon really talking about knowing yourself, your inner self, letting go in a way. And the bee energy is very hardworking, very honest, very productive, but can get burnt out. So I feel like this is a message about maybe connecting with someone who can help you, or that you can just kind of take a deep breath around and relax, maybe not have to be the one that does all the work, or have someone who really supports you and your dreams so that you can truly be yourself. I feel like for some of you, there might be someone listening who like always tries to people please, who just puts a lot of energy and effort into everyone but themselves. So I think that your message today is about connecting with a partner, connecting with love, so that you can really just kind of allow yourself to be who you really are, to let your inner self really shine, that dragon energy. Let's get some, I'm going to start with the Sacred Symbols Oracle to get an idea of where we're headed with today's reading. Is there any other messages that you need about love, magic, gratitude? Oh, I love that. I love the candle because a lot of times the dragon message is about the self within the self, and being able to see beauty everywhere, and that fire and that light within, you know, when you're truly in a place of spiritual connection, when you're really, truly, you know, when you're living at the highest level, you're seeing beauty everywhere, right? And so that's that idea of being able to have that fire within, that beautiful fire, that light within, and that light is connected to gratitude, just for being grateful. So this feels very, obviously you chose the dragon, which is interesting because it's otherworldly, right? It's a mythical creature. The other animals are animals in the choices today. Oh no, we had unicorn too. Okay, so we had two. But it's interesting because this feels like there's something important message for you about allowing someone to see the true you, seeing the beauty in the world, not getting burnt out, you know, focusing on spiritual connection. This is what I'm feeling right now for you. Okay, let's work on the tarot here. The Hangman was in number one's reading as well, in, you know, upright. This is about a shift and change in perspective. There's been some shedding here of skin, some releasing, maybe something that was holding you back. There's a change or a shift coming for you. And the Hangman is Pisces energy. Pisces is connected to that spirit realm. So it's kind of interesting. It's also extremely spiritual. Again, back to the dragon, back to the gratitude, back to the being able to sort of just relax in a partnership. High Priestess reverse, yeah. This is, again, about you connecting with that inner wisdom, that beautiful energy that you have. Right now, it feels blocked. The High Priestess is reversed. That's the bee energy when it's working too hard, when it's out of balance. So I feel like in order for you to connect with love and with partnership and relationship, there's a shift that needs to happen within you, a change in perspective, which is you really trusting yourself. The High Priestess upright is you trusting yourself, you know, you allowing the intuitive part of you to come up. You work really hard and you're trying really hard, but it's like sometimes we need to allow, which is dragon energy. We need to really trust, have faith, have gratitude, and allow the universe to kind of do its magic, because when we are in that place of just being grateful, trusting our intuition, all of those things, then we're open. Then we're able to receive, and then we're able to connect with someone because they're really connecting with us, the real us, the inner person, right? Not just the superficial one, not just the one trying hard. Yeah, there's something about you needing to get in balance with the Six of Pentacles reversed and bottom of the deck, Queen of Cups. Yeah, this is showing me that you need to focus on you, your self-care, your health care. This is someone who gives a lot, can get burnt out, which is the B energy, overdoes with the Six of Pentacles reversed. There's an imbalance here. Okay, this is you shifting and changing and seeing things differently. Two of Swords is also showing confusion and a choice that has to be made coming up for you. Okay, and this choice has to be based on not just, it's like finding that balance between, you know, what's going on in the world practically, but also that emotional connection. Let's see what that Two of Swords message is about. I want to pull some more cards on that. Some sort of choice, some sort of block, confusion, a decision that has to be made. This could be connected to the Hangman here, which is a shift in perspective, seeing things differently. Going with your head or your heart too much, one way or the other, with the High Priestess reverse. Let's see, what do we have about the Two of Swords? Eight of Cups reversed. Wow. Okay. Yeah, it seems that you're going to have some sort of choice or decision coming up. Knight of Wands. You could have someone coming into your life, or that fire being ignited. Okay. It's going to actually require you, this relationship, this passion, this calling, this change, to move on, to leave something behind. Both of these are showing the full moon, so it could be connected to a full moon, or it could be connected to someone with Cancer moon, rising sun. You could also have one of those signs, but the Eight of Cups in the traditional deck also features an eclipse, so there could be a big shift or change for you happening, connected to relationships around the eclipse season coming up in the spring. But I do see the energy of this fire, this passion coming towards you. We have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands can be a Leo, Sag, Aries, or someone who sort of comes in and shakes things up in your life, okay? I think it's really important for you to right now focus on taking care of yourself, Queen of Cups reverse, trusting into your intuition, looking within, really figuring out who you are before you move ahead. I think that there is coming up a choice point with a move, whether physically a move to a new location or a move away from a partnership if you're in one. And really you have to come from that, from a place of strength, of belief in yourself, that High Priestess energy. So taking care of yourself right now is super important. Let's see. I'm going to pull another card for the High Priestess reversed. That's not trusting yourself. That's not trusting yourself to make the right decision, right? Why is that? Page of Cups. feel like this is an offer of love that's a surprise. We have the fish there, which is connected to Pisces energy, and it feels like it's unexpected. Okay, so there's some sort of unexpected love coming, and there's not trusting yourself because you feel like maybe you've made bad decisions in the past. But that's where you need to shift and change. That's the Hangman energy, because this is Pisces and this is Pisces. So this is about you saying, you know what, I am going to trust my intuition. It's okay that I've worked myself too hard in the past. Look at that. I'm wise now. I'm the Hermit. I have all this to share. All of this time that I've worked on myself is going to pay off. And now I can share that with someone else. So I feel like you're going through a bit of a personal awakening here, where you're going to learn how to be in a partnership where it's equal, and that you don't have to be anything to anyone except yourself. They're going to come and see you for who you are, and I feel like that's going to be so surprising. That's going to be so, you're going to feel like you're really vulnerable in this connection. Okay, but there's something or someone that you're leaving behind before that. And it could just be you're leaving the cave and coming out, the Hermit card. Okay, I've been alone long enough, or I've been working on myself long enough, and now I'm ready to share. The Hermit is Virgo energy, so we have Virgo here, we have that Queen of Cups, and we have a lot of Pisces. That's what I see so far. Beautiful. I really feel like this is an important message for you, because it's one of taking care of yourself, really connecting with someone who really sees you, and it's also very innocent and very spiritual. That's your reading for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Please be sure to join the Aphrodite Circle so you can watch February's reading about what's coming up in February by zodiac sign. You can also be part of the end of the month live, where I'm going to, kind of really get to know you and we can pull cards together. And if you want a private reading, go ahead and use the link in the description box. You have a love question, I will answer it. I'll do a video recording for you and you'll watch it right here. I'm going to do that for January. So get your orders in. I am sending you so much love. I hope this helped you today. It really looks like you are connecting with someone who's going to really see you. You do have to watch out for burnout with the Queen of Cups and the Bee. You have to take care of yourself. I'll talk to you soon. Have a good one. Hi, number 3. You were drawn to the message of the dragonfly. And the dragonfly is such a beautiful, ethereal creature. And in this deck, it's really about focus. It's about someone who has a lot of ideas or a lot of energy and is kind of scattered and needs to focus it. It's also about following those sort of synchronicities and those symbols that the universe brings us. So there's a message here for you around focusing, around messages from the universe, about calming your mind. You also have hyena. And hyena is funny because at first I don't know, when I first saw this, when I first got this deck and I saw this card, it was like I just had this association with hyenas being scary in some ways. But in this deck, it's really a message about someone who has who uses sort of a mask of humor and sarcasm to mask sort of what they're really feeling. So it's somebody who's really funny, somebody who's charming, but sometimes they are hiding things that are uncomfortable. Some people can see the hyena card as a connection to needing to have a couple of drinks to loosen up, that kind of thing. And so there's some sort of message here for you about needing to focus, needing to maybe be more serious. Also to focus on your dreams and say, am I avoiding something? Am I hiding some sort of resentment? Am I masking something that I'm uncomfortable discussing? And it's take yourself seriously, I think, is really a message here for you, not only in love, but in life, right? So let's see what the universe is really talking about where we're headed here. I'm going to start with the Sacred Symbols Oracle messages, and then we're going to pull you some tarot to get some specifics. Okay, so what symbols are we working with for you? Number 3, courage. Liquid courage, courage to speak up, needing to give your, your goals, your dreams, the things that you really want to do, or just maybe even showing yourself, maybe there's someone you really care about or like, and you're afraid to speak up and say you actually have feelings for them. Maybe you have a hard time expressing yourself in relationship, and this is about you getting stronger. Interesting. It looks like a lightning bolt, doesn't it? Let's see, what else do we have for you? Past life. Ooh. So we have like that ancient symbol. And we have the moon there. The moon is here too. You could be meeting somebody that, it could go either way. You could be meeting somebody who you feel like you have to speak up and have the courage to express your feelings to, and you kind of make jokes and joke around and don't take it. You have a hard time being serious about this connection. It could be someone you're friends with, or someone there's more feelings beneath the surface, or there could be someone that you have a past with that you need to kind of release and speak up and get the courage to kind of transform that connection. Okay, let's see which way this is headed, or maybe both. I mean, we have lots of people listening, so your story will be different than someone else's. Let's see what we have for you. 4 of Cups reversed. Well, that would certainly be holding back. That is leaning towards possibly even someone having feelings for you, or you having feelings for someone for quite a while, maybe even making another run at it. The 4 of Cups is usually someone fairly close. It's not a long distance thing. Queen of Swords. Whoa, talk about speaking your truth. Talk about being clear and communicating. Dragonfly, air sign energy right there. Queen of Swords is Aquarius energy. She could be Libra or Gemini, but with that courage message with the lightning bolt, I feel a lot of Aquarius energy. But yeah, air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, don't have to be. It's really the qualities of someone who speaks their truth, who's very clear, direct, knows what they want, says it. Wow. Wild. Okay. There's a past life connection, Lovers reversed. This can be another go around with someone. It could be a past connection. It can be someone that's had feelings before. It could be someone you've broken up with. It can be someone who, you or they want more than just friendship, and you have to kind of change the relationship. For some of you, it's a breakup. For some of you, it's letting go. It depends on your situation. If you are someone that is in a connection where you're not being 100% honest, where you know you want to say something and you haven't, it's going to be time for you to do that. That's what's coming up for you. Ultimately, you are going to find this happiness. Whatever you decide, when you speak up, when you drop the mask, when you find the courage, you are going to be so much happier. 9 of Cups, that's the wish fulfillment card. Okay, look at this. You might have a broken heart, or you might be staying connected to someone who's hurt you, or you might need to release something. And it's time. That's what the universe is saying. It's time to speak up. It's time to show who you are. The dragonfly with the hyena message. And it will make you happier. Yeah, face the fear and do it anyway. Strength card. The strength card is the girl that puts her hand in the lion's mouth. Like, she can open his mouth, but she's not doing it forcefully. It's about sharing and being balanced. Look at this, Libra justice. This is you speaking up. This is you saying what you need to say. This is, you know, releasing, bottom of the deck, devil card, releasing bonds and situations that are not good for you. Okay, wow, you've got 3 major arcana to end your reading. Is there a King of Cups involved here? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, male energy. Feels like it. Feels like it. Let's get you one more. Page of Wands reversed. Okay, if you are not feeling inspired, if you are feeling stuck, if you are feeling like you can't express yourself, what's coming up for you is the courage to say, you know what, this actually isn't enough for me. I want more. I want more, and you deserve more. And I feel like whatever is coming up for you is really going to be, you know, with the Justice card upright, it's going to be a love situation or relationship that you deserve. It's going to be fair and balanced. There's a lot of truth here. There's a lot of honesty for you. There's a lot of balance of power with the Strength card. This is about a really good, honest communication and a relationship that has that, where both people are respected. And I feel like if you haven't had that, or if you're stuck in a situation where you don't have that now, you need to speak up. That's what this reading is about. This is also just for everyone that's single. If you happen to be single, this is about you taking the mask off. You don't have to, you know, be funny all the time, or you don't have to like not show your vulnerability or cover it up with humor. This is about you stepping into your courage. Look at this. The Strength card with the courage message is amazing, right? So you might be releasing with that past life, either a past love, someone who you thought was your soulmate, who isn't. And it's okay, they're not. You know, you could be ending a friendship or a partnership because you know that it's not right for you. You could be in a connection with someone who is a friend, kind of, or like a situationship, and you're like, you know what, this really isn't healthy. This isn't what I want. I deserve more. And you do. And that's what today's reading's about. It's about you focusing on what you want and being really courageous and honest and expressing it. And once you do that, look what happens. 9 of Cups, the Wish card. This is emotional fulfillment. This is, you know, this isn't being exposed and vulnerable and uncomfortable. This is being happy, you know? So if you don't have that spark, or you are in a situation that's blocking your creativity or blocking your passion, time to move on, okay? I feel like I just want to pull you one more real quick. Look at that. Bottom of the deck, the Sun card. All right, there we go. So Leo energy coming through. This is also about, look at this. There's 2 little innocent, happy, loving children here. This is like joy. This is about being able to be yourself, not being afraid to be yourself, and really shining. That's what's coming up. It's going to take courage, but you can do it. Just get rid of the mask and really be yourself, okay? And speak up if you need to. That's your reading. I'm so happy I pulled that extra card. Don't forget to join the Aphrodite Circle and get all the bonus content. I did a reading for everyone for February for the members only, so check that out. It's by Zodiac sign. If you want to watch the live stream and be part of it and we can chat and get to know each other, go ahead and do that now. You can also get a private reading. Use the link in the description box if you have a love question. It's 10 minutes video recorded, and it will be your personal reading by yours truly. So go ahead and use that link. Like, comment, and subscribe before you leave. You know the drill. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you soon. Have a good one. Hi, number 4, you chose the unicorn today for your reading, and the unicorn is so beautiful. It's a mythical symbol, and in this deck, it's really about seeking. You know, and I think of it as sort of that sword energy and, you know, searching for truth and connection, that third eye energy. Is it real? Isn't it real? Asking those big questions, you know. Your other card today is the whale. Oh, how beautiful. The whale is someone who represents someone who's very deep, somebody who's really wise. This is the highest level of the water energy in this oracle deck. And, you know, it's about depth of connection. It's about wisdom. And combined with the unicorn, it just feels like a message of a desire to really sort of go deep with someone, go deep in a relationship. It's somebody who's really stable, somebody who's emotionally available, somebody who's ready to go into those topics and go deeper than, you know, the average person. Okay, they have stability, they have strength, they have depth. This is a very rare personality, and obviously so is the unicorn. You know, think of the unicorn as are we ever going to see one? Well, you know, they're magical. So you know, and we use the term unicorn for someone that is like, you know, that mystical unicorn that you can never find, that relationship you can never have. But it's a very compassionate energy. It's a very sort of wise, peaceful, ancient connection, you know, here. That's what it feels like. And I love it. I just feel like this is going to be a fun reading. Okay, I'm going to start with the Sacred Symbol Oracle to kind of get an outline for us for what's going on here. Stormy. Ooh, stormy, interesting. We've got the water and we have the whale. Yeah, someone who's not afraid of the storm, somebody who's not afraid of the rough times too. Maybe someone who's been through some storms. Maybe you have, and you need somebody who's going to be steady. Maybe your life is a little stormy right now. Divine Feminine, tapping into the Divine Feminine energy here. Lots of water, lots of emotional connection, ups and downs, needing to be steady. The Divine Feminine, that's an interesting connection to your reading. The Divine Feminine is that empathetic, creative energy, very much like the whale. It's about nurturing, it's about sharing, it's about being vulnerable. So this can be a message about you, either you or your partner needing to embrace that energy, okay? So this is powerful female energy, female relationships. This is about being sort of a guiding light. Very beautiful. Okay, I'm interested to see what the tarot is going to have for you today. Number 4, this one in particular, I'd like to know more about the stormy message from the oracle. I think these two want to come out. We have the Two of Swords and the Hermit. Wisdom, choices, knowledge. Look at that. Using that third eye, making choices, trusting your wisdom, trusting your intuition, trusting your knowledge. Strength. Strength came up in number 3's reading, so if you were thinking about that one as well. Wow, the Magician, powerful. 3 out of 4 major arcana for you. King of Wands. So what we have here is you connecting with someone, and it might be after a difficult time. It could come after you've been through quite a bit. You know, you've had to withdraw to some extent. You've suffered some emotionally stressful times, the stormy waters behind here of the Two of Swords, and you've taken some time to yourself and you've gone within, right? You're trying to figure it out. You're trying to figure out what the meaning of all these experiences is. I see someone coming in who's a really solid partner for you, somebody who is strong. They have a very strong point of view, King of Wands. They are passionate. They are balanced all of your feminine energy. They have a lot of masculine energy. And the Magician is like you manifesting this connection because you are taking that wisdom, you're taking all of that relationship or emotional struggle, the things that you've had to work on, and really bringing it down to earth and practicing it. So it's like taking the magical and making it practical, right? So you're going from being a unicorn to a whale. It's like you don't have to just exist in the what ifs. You don't have to have this imaginary relationship like, oh, that would be perfect. It's like, no, you have to share all of this wisdom with your partner, and you're going to meet somebody who's going to be your true equal. Okay, there's a lot of Leo in this reading. So I feel that you or your partner could have Leo placement, Sun, Moon, Rising. We also have Gemini and we have Virgo twice. So Virgo and Leo coming together so strongly, you could either be on the cusp, or that could be a time period when you are going to connect, which would be late August, okay? Mid to late August. The Chariot, which I always say is my Joe Jonas card in this deck. Look at him. Does he not look like him? That cracks me up. And he's a Leo, so there you go. But see how the charioteer, or whatever he's called, has that sword in his hand? So it's like the unicorn is on his way. Look. And he's got wings. And he's a horse. Okay. I've never looked at the Chariot card and thought unicorn, but there you go. Isn't that wild? They even have these beautiful necklaces on, so I feel this king energy over here, Leo King here. So yeah, this is about, look at here, choices and taking control and making a decision, and knowing that even if you don't know where you're headed, even if things are stormy right now, just know that all the wisdom that you have learned, all the wisdom that you've acquired in your life, you are about to take off and use and put to practical use. You just have to make a choice. And you're the one that makes the choice, okay, to move forward. There's some movement here. There's spiritual lessons here with the Chariot. I feel like this coming summer / early fall is going to be really important for you. Okay. Nine of Wands, yeah. Nine of Wands, more fire. This is a message of encouragement. It's a message from the universe saying, hang in there. Everything shifts and changes. And when it does, you are going to be ready, okay? The Nine of Wands is saying you're so close. The 9 is also connected to that hermit energy. So it's about you coming out, showing the world who you are, getting through these stormy times, taking all that wisdom and finding a partner who is going to really help ground you, but also, you know, meet you where you are. King of Wands. There's somewhat of an exhausted energy here, like, oh, I'm so exhausted from all this stormy stuff and having to deal with these decisions and make all these choices. But it's like, once you do, that's when the Magician steps in. That's when you take all those lessons and you make that, you know, that magical real. Okay, what's the advice? The advice is get going. The advice is go for it. It's wand energy. You have King of Wands, Nine of Wands. You have the Strength, which is Leo. You have the Chariot, which is movement. You have the beautiful energy of the Eight of Wands, which is like, you know what? You're going to have a lot of energy coming up. Even if you don't right now, just know that you have a lot of either projects, or you have actually a physical move, or you have a lot of people you're going to meet. You have a lot of things going on very quickly. So if you are just right now in this stage, or the Hermit, or the Two of Swords, or the stormy waters, just know that even though you're exhausted, you're close, okay? You're close. And I feel like once this connection happens, there's a lot of movement and change in your life. Alrighty, that is your reading for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Watch the February by sign reading that I did. It's for the Aphrodite Circle members. Join so you can watch that and all the bonus content you want to watch and the extended readings, and participate in the live at the end of the month for members only. So that'll be really fun. We can talk to each other when it's live. We'll go back and forth. I can pull cards for you. You can ask me questions. It's going to be really great. So be sure to be part of that. And if you want a private reading, use the link in the description box. It's a 10-minute reading. I video record it just like this. Ask me your love question, and you can watch it on a private link right here. So that's open. I had it closed for the holidays, and it's back open. So for everyone that's been waiting for a private reading, you can get one now. I am sending you so much love, and I'll see you soon. Have a good day.